Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Cristina Aroche and I am the Archangel Channel, and I am so excited for today's video, which is another continuation from the interview series that I've been doing with other healers and light workers. And so in today's video, I'm excited to introduce you to Miss Jenny Ray. She is coming forward to bring her beautiful divine energy of healing, of expansion, of light, of joy, of truth. And I'm just so thrilled to show you this conversation that we had together, and for you to receive her truth, her wisdom, and everything that she has to share. So without further ado, here we go. All right, everyone, welcome to this video. I am so excited to introduce you to Miss Jenny Ray today. Oh my gosh, Jenny, I am so grateful for you and excited to have this conversation with you today. There's the thing about you and your energy, and whenever you step into the room, which is the Zoom room, wow, we've known each other, but whenever you step into the room, you always have this very beautiful, positive, like joyful aspect to you that comes in. It's like, I think of you and I think of a ray of sunshine, honestly. And I'm just so excited to have you here with us today and to share your truth, your wisdom, your guidance, all of the things, and for people to experience what I have had the pleasure of experiencing on our calls and our work together. So thank you for being here today. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's get started. Yeah, I'm so excited. And I wanted to pass the mic over to you so that you can share a little bit more about yourself and who you are with our audience, and really, starting off with what got you started on this spiritual path and what got you started in this journey of becoming a healer, of stepping into your purpose as a light worker. So take it away.
Yeah. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Jenny Ray, and I just completed the Angelic Certification Program. So I think that ended like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And here we are.
Yeah, it's so exciting. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah, it's really brought me forward and into the space of getting to shine my light and be as a healer. And when did that start? I think for me, it had started, really at birth. Like I, as a young child, knew that there was more and that something special was coming. Something special was coming. You always felt like it was there. And then trauma happened, and, darkness followed. And it took until, probably about 2017 when my mom passed, and I was grieving so badly. And just desperate for change. And that's really when it was like, something's got to clear this out of me. And I knew it was there. And that just started bringing it out of me in the different courses that I took. And then yours just kind of sealed the deal on bringing it out and being seen. That was really, it was like, help me to be seen, help me to be heard, because I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like for light workers and healers, it comes to that pivotal moment, right, on your journey where it's like you kind of feel the sense of, I can't just keep going like this anymore. You know what I mean? It's that moment where you're like, there's something here for me, and I have to do something different, or I have to put myself out there, or I have to say yes to this path that keeps nagging at me, or it keeps calling me in, or whatever it is, right? Where you're just like, okay, I can't ignore this anymore. I can't deny this any longer. Right.
That's right. That is right. I was hearing a little voice in my head that was talking to me, not necessarily little, but speaking to me and giving me some guidance and some wisdom. And one day I'm on YouTube and I come across your video no, I don't even think it was your video. The name Sandalphon came in, and it was all, I
Mhm.
didn't know who Archangel Sandalphon was. And
Mhm.
so I was looking and came across your video. And when you brought in his energy to connect with us, all of a sudden that voice had like a presence and
Mhm.
was like, "Hi, it's me. I've been here the whole time." And that really was like,
I love
okay, I
that.
should definitely be learning more.
Yes, absolutely. And, through our work together, I have witnessed that connection with Sandalphon, and I love how
Yeah.
you're representing his colors today too, a little bit in what you're wearing. It's perfect. It's so beautiful. And it's really amazing. I find that when we start to say yes to kind of like you said, like that voice and that nudge, then it's like things start to open up and clarity comes and we start to understand more. And then it's like, oh, this is the connection and this is the angel or the guide or whatever that's been coming through. And it's like a snowball effect that it starts to open up even more and more and more and build,
Right.
build, build, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, it's been
it
amazing
is.
to witness that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate all of your guidance and support through it. It's really been life changing.
Yeah, yeah. And so with your journey and with everything that,
Yeah,
like you said, since 2017 and probably even moments before that, but having
right.
had so many experiences coming up for you in terms of awareness and healing and lessons learned and becoming more and more and more of who you are, so through the lessons that you've learned, the wisdom that you've gained, the tools that you've learned,
Mm.
what would you say is a key pivotal moment or experience that has maybe stood out to you where you've been able to
Uh,
use these lessons or these tools and things like that to help
yeah.
support you in moving through that moment or that experience?
Yeah. There was it really was in the chakra alignment.
Mm,
Um and that was something I, had known of and had worked with and stuff, but to um consciously work through each chakra system and opening them.
mhm,
And I was in mid conversation with my husband and just had this overwhelm of heavy emotional energy that was
mhm,
weighing on me, and just started doing a chakra alignment and clearing, and really it was spinning those chakras and getting them moving that was clearing all of the yuck right off of
mhm,
me and out of me. And that was huge. That was a really big one
mhm,
that recently occurred.
mhm,
And
mhm.
pivotal moments, I feel like they're every moment is the pivotal moment
Yeah,
to
yeah,
learn to be present
yeah.
over and over and over. And okay, I'm aware right now, and can I go from this room to the next room or have a conversation with this person and still be aware? So
Mm,
trying to bring it into a constant and a consistency in my life
mhm.
is so I feel like the pivotal moment is every moment.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? It's like it's hard to choose which one's the pivotal moment because they all add up and they're all important and they all kind of offer a point of reflection for us to gain awareness or understanding
Yeah,
or to make a decision that would be, either in alignment or not in alignment, kind of
right.
thing. So I totally agree with you. It's like every single moment in our life has that that ability to support us even further, and I just love how you
Mhm.
were able to use that connection with the chakras and the practices that you were already kind of um feeling a strong connection with to be able to
Mhm.
support you in that moment. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
really powerful to have that level of awareness where in the
Mhm.
moment you're like, hold on a second, I'm not going to just allow myself to go down the down the slope of whatever, like wherever this is going. I can be so aware here that wait a second, let me stop myself. Let me do this
Mhm.
alignment. Let me refocus so that I can pivot and that I
Yes.
can, change the pattern and change what my maybe default way of responding might have been, and truly show up in my highest self. And that's
Yeah.
incredible. That is something that takes time to practice, to have that moment of awareness. And none of us are perfect at it, but
No,
to be able to
but
use that, amazing.
yeah, it's being allowing yourself to heal is really feels so good, and the freedom and the openness and the higher connection to source, and yourself, your own spiritual self that comes forward, is so good. It is so good and feels so good, and it's just like this thick oozing honey of goodness that like drips into you.
I love that.
And it's addictive. So when I start to realize that, oh, this emotion feels gross, and oh, that's that you know pain that I feel from adolescence or
Mhm.
wherever it was in your life, or not even yours, but you're just feeling it,
Yeah.
and taking the time and giving yourself the gift to let those things go so that you can be more present and more light. And that is really what I've been trying to do and what I want to try and help other people do.
I love that. And we need all the people that we can
Yeah,
have to help
right,
support that process. You know what I
right. It's
mean?
for everybody needs to do, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I just love that. And so speaking of that, having gone through, like having this knowing now and more tangible
Mhm.
experience of being more connected to your true self and your higher self. And like you said, that like oozing honey goodness. I love how you describe that. What is something that you would say to a past version of yourself? If you could meet with her and talk to her, or see her again, like in whatever kind of a challenge or a specific situation, like I know that's
Sure.
probably, there's a lot of things that you would want to say to her, but what is
Right.
one piece of wisdom that you would want to share with,
Wow.
a past version of you?
Yeah. And I think not even just the past version of me, but everybody out there, is that you are a gift. You
Mm,
are a gift. You are the gift. You
mm,
are the gift
mm,
that the world has been waiting for.
yeah.
You in class, you were like, you were chosen. And it wasn't that, I mean, in class, yes, you were speaking to me directly, but I know
Mm,
that you are speaking to everyone. And so am I, that you're chosen to be here right now to
yeah.
shine. Um and it's a beautiful thing. Let yourself do it.
Yeah.
Let yourself shine. Give yourself a break and let yourself be beautiful and happy and joyful, and uh all the good things. Let the good
Mm-hmm.
things happen.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I
That
love
would be it. Let the
that.
good things happen.
Yes. Oh, that's so, so powerful. And, I think that's such a huge, something that's such a huge part of our journeys, like individually,
Mhm.
that I think sometimes we think that we're alone in it. And then we recognize that we all have some version of this, where it's like, am I truly worthy of this? Am I good enough for this? Like,
Right,
why me?
right.
And it's like,
It's one
why
of the
not you?
steps. Right.
Yes, yes. I love that you shared those words, like you were chosen,
Hmm.
because I feel like that's so just like direct.
Powerful. It
Yes,
is. Yes. But
yes,
own it. Know it.
yeah, yeah,
You were
yeah. I love
chosen for it.
that. Thank you for sharing that. It's so beautiful. And I think that it's something that will speak to a lot of people, like will
Yeah.
really resonate and be like that thing that they needed to hear, that they
Yeah,
didn't even know that they
it
needed to
is.
hear. Yeah, yeah. And that's the beauty of allowing spirit to move through us, is that, it's like
Mhm.
we are the messengers of the divine, and bringing that energy to people,
Yeah.
and then people receiving the message and being like, I didn't know that I needed to hear that, but I really needed to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's amazing. I just love that so much.
Mhm.
So in your work, and in this process now that you've been in, of really, honing in on your gifts, and
Mhm.
who you are, and stepping into this next level version of you, I feel like for all of us, at some point, we kind of start to connect with the vision that we see of,
Mm.
for ourselves, for the world, for the
Yeah.
collective, like there's something that really kind of clicks with us and that lands, and it's like,
Mhm.
that's what I feel. So I would love to
Yeah.
ask you what that has been for
Uh,
you, anything
uh-huh.
specific that you'd like to share in terms of a vision that you hold for you, a vision that you hold for the
Mm.
collective, in terms
Yeah.
of, just in general, like what does that vision look like?
Yeah. Uh, the first thing that comes to mind is just
Mm,
more nurturing to our own selves and to each
mhm.
other.
Yes. Oh my God.
And
Huge.
right, just that right
Huge.
there
Like we
would
can end it right
change.
there. Like
Yeah,
that's
right.
it. Yeah.
Felt like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
so that magic.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. But no, if there's anything else, feel free to share more. But
uh,
yeah.
there's so much more. There's so much more, and it all comes from there.
Yeah.
Honestly, starting there.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's, if you don't know where to start in life, start with gratitude.
Mm,
That's the first thing. Find
mhm,
something within yourself, within your life, within your day, within this moment to be grateful for,
mhm,
and keep looking for those things and keep
mhm,
expressing gratitude for all of those things, for breath and air and water and the people in your lives and the people that aren't in your lives, and
mhm.
you know um this moment that we all get to spend together, just
Yeah.
appreciate things, and from there you're gonna start see love well up inside of you, and
Mm,
that when that starts to come forward, that's when your light starts to shine, and you're gonna start to
mhm,
connect to that spiritual part of you, and
mhm.
you can't stop it. It's meant to be seen, and it's just going to come forth whether you like it or
Yes, exactly, exactly. I feel like this is the lifetime for a lot of us where it's like, you don't have a choice. The light is
not.
going to move through you.
Yeah.
You will be the channel of divine light and love in whatever way it's meant to be for, each and every one of us, because it's like, yes,
Amen.
that's what we came here to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I just love that. And just so, like, even just hearing your words, I felt that nourishment just coming from what you were sharing,
Oh,
it
amazing.
just
It's
feels,
happening already. That's
yes,
beautiful.
it's happening. I'm feeling it. I'm receiving it. It feels so good. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I love that so much. And, there's a lot of things, like the thing that's coming to mind right now is all the different ways in which we can nourish ourselves, the way we can kind of
Mm.
nurture ourselves. And I would love to ask you, because I don't know, this question's popping up, but what is
Yeah.
one of your favorite ways in which to kind of like nourish yourself or nurture your
Mhm.
soul, nurture your being? Like, is there anything in particular, like a practice or something that you love to do that you'd love to share with everybody?
Yeah, I think that the first thing that pops into mind, and the what feels luxurious to me at the moment
Mhm,
is a 20-minute salt soak in the bathtub.
mhm.
you know,
Yes.
clearing out your energetic being, and just good for the soul. And 20 minutes
Mm,
of
mhm.
contemplation or music or a book or whatever it is that you choose to do while you're sitting there.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, is nice. It's
yeah.
just nice
Ah,
to do. It's simple. Another, like really simple thing is, putting lotion on yourself, or,
mm,
making everything kind of a ritual is what
yeah,
makes it nurturing and nourishing. And, just even water, like, may
yeah,
this water bless my soul, and drink it down, and, just you can make it into anything and everything, and it's more fun when you do.
yeah. Absolutely,
Things start to be more
absolutely.
fun, making everything a devotion to yourself,
Yes.
um, in a non-selfish way. I mean, of course.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that because it really reminds me and brings in this energy of intentionality, like being
Mhm.
intentional with that, especially like you mentioned with the water, like,
Mhm.
asking the water to bless you, and kind of being intentional about the energy and
Yeah.
the connection with the water, for example, or the
Right.
food, or whatever it is, and how you bring that into you intentionally,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Because all
Um,
we have to do is ask
yeah.
to get the guidance and get the source and get the light. You just have to ask.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing that I really love about what you shared is the
Mhm.
simplicity of it. And it just goes to show how simple things can be.
Yeah.
And it's more about the simplicity rather than overcomplicating things. I think we
Right,
like
because
to
we do
over.
that ourselves. This
Yes.
part doesn't have to be complicated. We're already complicated enough.
Yeah,
And if we're
yeah.
not, everyone else around us
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Exactly. We don't need to add extra complication with those
No,
things. So I
no,
love that. And I feel like it's something that, we could all do tonight. So it's perfect. So thank you for
absolutely.
sharing that. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Really, thank
Um,
you for the opportunity to get to share with everyone.
yeah, yeah, I know. I was nudged. I was nudged to ask you that question. So it's like, yeah, we needed to
Oh,
hear this, and you're giving me some ideas
good.
too. So I love it. It's like even hearing you talking about the salt bath, I was like, yes, that feels so good and grounding. So yeah,
Right.
yeah. And again, it's simple. It's simple to do.
Yeah.
So yeah. So another question that I have for you, and related to the Angelic Healer program, because obviously we just wrapped that up recently,
Mhm.
and kind of having gone through a lot of different experiences together and tools and just a lot of conversations that we've had throughout our time together. And asking you, what would you say is something in terms of the things that you learned, what you experienced, the conversations we had, if there's anything that stands out to you in terms of what has really been supportive for you in terms of
Mm.
you becoming who you are now, who you are today, and the continuous, becoming of this beautiful version of you, anything
Um,
that stands out to you that has been supportive for you in that process.
yeah. There's there's actually a lot. Um, it was the way that, well, there's multiple things, but the way that you show up
Mm,
and how you made it so clear that our connection to the divine isn't just something you turn on as a light worker. It is something that you are all the time. That is just the beings that we are and that we're meant to be.
mhm,
So learning that and seeing that in true action,
mhm,
um, one of the other things that was great was being able to connect all the time and anytime. Having you there during that journey was
mhm.
awesome, that I could just step forward and ask a question and get a response from you. And it was awesome that your responses, it wasn't like, oh well, we'll have to schedule something else to make that kind of a thing. It was like, nope, I'm being told, or I'm hearing, and I'm feeling, and it's coming through. You're allowing the messages to come through unhindered. And that was huge, and that, I think, is helping me realize that that's how I can be, and need to
Mm.
be, to make these things work, and be the better version of me.
Yeah, yeah. I love that so much. And I'm so glad that was, a reflection that I could give to you, because for
Yeah.
me is ultimately that is what I see in
Hmm.
you, what I see in everyone who is stepping into that role as a light worker, as a healer, where it's not necessarily something special that's unique to me. It's something that everyone gets to work on in terms of their skills and in terms of knowing what's possible for them. And I think that's a huge thing that you just reflected back, is knowing that it's possible for you, and in
Yeah.
being in that experience to really take that in, like, yes, I can do that too, because you can,
Yeah. Right.
so that's amazing. That's so incredible. Thank you for sharing that. And then another question that I have for you is, anyone who might be considering the program, anyone who might be kind of looking to sign up or kind of feeling that pull in terms of, okay, I know that I'm here to be a light worker. I know that I'm here to be a healer, and looking into, um, you know, doing a certification in this way, what would you say to them? Like anyone who's considering
Mm.
this program, is there any words of wisdom or anything that you would share with them?
Yeah, I think that if this program has come into your awareness, that it is probably divinely guided and divinely timed. That
Mhm,
maybe it is your time now. Let it be your time. Let
mhm,
let yourself take this opportunity to step into your purpose.
mhm,
And the program is so set up so well that not only does it address like your spiritual connections, but it addresses in actually setting up the business aspect of it, and that part of it as well. So it really covers all aspects of it.
I just love that.
Yeah, of being a light worker.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for
Well,
sharing
thank
that.
you.
And, that advice for anyone who may be like on the fence or anything like that, just to kind of have that confirmation, and I think the biggest piece there is just the fact that, seeing how we get to choose, like it's that moment of decision, of like, hey, this is my moment, this is my time,
Right.
like that kind of thing, which feels really powerful. So
exactly.
yeah, I love that.
And I'll tell you, I had been saving money to actually do a course in biofield tuning prior to yours, and then when I saw the advertisement for it, it was just this click in my head, and it was like, you can do that later. This is what you're supposed to do right now.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Yeah. And so if anyone's feeling that, follow it, see where it goes. You definitely will not be worse off.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? I love that. Yes. I love that. That's so amazing and so powerful. And thank you again for sharing those special words with everybody. And so before we end this interview today, I do want to ask you one final question, which is really if you have any last kind of parting words of wisdom or just anything that you feel coming through that you feel guided to share and let people know about.
Yeah, I think everyone really needs to know that they are vastly loved, universally supported, and divinely guided. Every one of us.
Yeah. Such beautiful, powerful words. And again, it's like simple but deep, like the simplicity of the words, but like really lands on a deep level, and I don't think that we can get enough reminders of that, of how loved we are, how supported we are. It's like over and over and over again. Yes. Thank you for reminding.
Something else that comes in is that us as humans are so used to being like scrunched down and boxed in. And so when you start to step into your spirituality and your spiritual self, it really opens you up to a vastness and reminds you that you are a universal being, not just a human being, but actual universal being. And people get afraid of that because it's huge. It's huge, right? But once you start to take those steps, you realize that it feels so good to be huge and free and give yourself the space. And if you don't know how to start that, Christina's program is an awesome spot for it. And even just your videos and your guidance, and it's right on right on point for so many. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for that, and for just having had this experience for me, like on my journey to be led to creating what I create and to hold space in the way that I hold space, and to, through that process, have the opportunity not just to meet incredible people like you, but also to be able to work with you and get to know you on such a deep level and support you on such a deep level, and it shows like you're shining, and it's just so beautiful to witness. To me, it's witnessing that is such a beautiful gift. So thank you for you saying yes to all the things, including coming on here today to share your beautiful light and wisdom and energy with everyone. And so the final question that I have for you is if there's any place that you have for people to, or would like to, if anyone who's ready to connect with you or wants to stay in touch with you or anything like that, how they can stay connected and stay in touch with you.
Yes, I have just founded the Light Grid Expansion Project. So you can reach me at the lightgridexpansionproject.com, and also Gmail. That's the Light Grid Expansion program at gmail.com.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there'll be more to come. It's expanding. That's the whole point of it.
Yes.
So hopefully it connects with lots of us, and all of us would be
Mhm.
fabulous.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And so all of that information and more details about that is going to be found in the description below this video. So I
Mm.
definitely highly, highly, highly recommend that
Oh,
you connect with Jenny. If you have any questions or things that you're like, hey, listen, I'm here, like, let's continue this together or whatever, reach out to
yeah.
her. Like I said, all of the details for that are in the description below this video. So go find it there. And the last thing that I want to say is for everyone who's watching this today, share in the comments below, share your love for Jenny. Like, let us
Aw.
know what was the biggest takeaway from our conversation today. What was the thing that you loved most about what was shared or that you really took in? And most importantly, the love for Jenny. Like, she's amazing. And once again, Jenny, thank you so much for coming on here today, for
Aw.
sharing your truth, your light, your wisdom. It was so felt, like I could feel it here. So I know that everyone who's watching this is feeling this too. So thank you once again. I really appreciate you and just have so much love for you. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And all of you. I
Absolutely.
really appreciate you all being here. Thank you for being on this journey with us.
Yes. Oh, so good, so good. So that concludes our interview today. So once again, everyone, share your comments below. If you have any questions, anything you want to ask Jenny, you can also post them in the comments below, or again, reach out to her directly. And that is it. So as always, I and we are sending you so much love and angel blessings. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and we are back. What an incredible conversation that was with Jenny. So, thank you everyone for tuning in and for watching, and for, of course, sharing your comments below. Like I said, any questions or anything that stood out to you, your biggest takeaways from this conversation today, please feel free to share that in the comments below with Jenny and I. And then the last thing that I wanted to share with you is a reminder that this round of the Angelic Healer Certification Program is coming to an end soon. The doors are closing soon. And so this is your opportunity to really say yes to you, say yes to who you are, say yes to your path, to your light, to your truth, to what you know, who you know you're here to be. And so I'm really, really excited for this opportunity for you to come be a part of the Angelic Healer Certification Program. And if this is something that you're feeling pulled towards, that you feel that this is for you, then I invite you to come in and join us by following the link below this video. You can also find the link in the pinned comment below this video. And then, of course, if you're watching this on Instagram, you can find the link in my bio. And so this next round is starting in November, and I just can't wait. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so powerful, so exciting. And I'm really excited to have you be a part of it if this is something that you feel called towards. So that is it for today. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, sharing your love and your comments below. And if you enjoy this video, if you know anyone who needs to hear this conversation today, then please feel free to share this video with them. If you enjoyed it, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed yet to this channel, then definitely subscribe so that you do not miss any other future videos. And so that is it for today. Thank you once again for being here and for watching. As always, I am sending you so much love and angel blessings, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.